Welcome to Cackling Pumpkins, and this is Mania, Eggstreme Madness. Now this is a game I'm sure most of you have never even heard of. When looking this game up online, there wasn't that much I could find on YouTube, minus the standard gameplay videos and one review from a channel called CGR Undertow. So how did I come about this game? Well, it's one of the few childhood games that I still have the same copy of after all this time. As for how little me got my hands on it, I can't exactly say for sure. I'm assuming that it was a gift from my parents, as I mainly judge games based on their cover, or if it was about a show or a movie I liked. But what exactly is Eggmania? You may be looking at this gameplay and just assume that it's just some Tetris clone, but I beg to differ. Sure, you place blocks of different shapes and lines, but that's the only similarity there is. You play as one of these egg characters as they drop down from a hot air balloon and must build their way back up with the falling blocks. That's right, you don't control the blocks directly. You control these characters as they jump around the screen as they catch blocks and place them under their feet. But don't think you can just place a straight tower, as you still have to complete lines to stabilize it. The higher you go with less completed lines, you risk the entire thing collapsing under itself. That's right, there's this gauge on the bottom of the screen to tell you how stable your building is. The blocks are also different from Tetris as well. In Tetris, all blocks are tetraminos. A tetramino is a shape consisting of 4 squares. But here, you get blocks that can go from just 1 square to up to 5. If you think you could just jump into this game thinking it'll be just like Tetris, then you have another thing coming. Since this is a party game where you face off against the AI or friends, you can also get special items. Cement that fills any nearby empty spaces, a hammer you can give your opponent a concussion with, lightning that strikes them with the might of Zeus, a bomb to make a tasteless joke with, and shoes that boost your speed and jumping height. The bomb has to be the most fun weapon, as if someone throws a bomb at you, you have a short time to toss it back at them, like hot potato for Russian roulette fans. And it seems like the devs agree, as the bomb has its own dedicated mode where you destroy your opponent's already filled foundation. Speaking of modes, you have a Mortal Kombat tower-like arcade mode. Every time you beat someone, you rise up a level. Fail, and the water rises after you. Your number of tries actually increases with each victory, so if you suffer your first loss at the final boss, then you still have quite a number of chances, but you only have one shot to beat the first enemy. Each background may seem just like a visual change, but they all have their own hazards. Bomb also has its own version of the arcade, as both have 3 difficulty options. You also have a survival mode and a time trial mode. It is everything you need, but that's kind of it. Yep, this is one of those what you see is what you get kind of games. So unfortunately, many might get bored of this game in only a few hours. But since this is a handheld game, it is good to pass the time with or play during road trips. And if you have a link cable or a console version, you can play against a friend. What you're seeing is the Game Boy Advance version, so that's the one I've been reviewing. But looking at the gameplay of the console version, it doesn't seem that different minus more visual flair. Thank you for watching this review. Your connection will be strange.